Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Madhura, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Today, I'll be teaching a topic in numerical methods, solution of algebraic and transcendental equations. An algebraic equation is an equation which involves terms of the form x square, x cube, polynomial terms. A transcendental equation is an equation which involves terms of the form cos x, e power x, log x, etc. So under the solution of algebraic and transcendental equations, we'll be learning a method called regular-Falsy method. Formula: x is equal to a f of b minus b f of a, the whole divided by f of b minus f of a. Let's see the problems on regular-Falsy method. Find the real root of x e power x minus cos x is equal to 0, lying in the interval 0.5, 0.6, correct to 3 decimal places. So we'll first denote the function f of x by x e power x minus cos x. We need to keep the calculator in the radians mode. Cos x, sin x, tan x are the trigonometric terms. Whenever f of x involves expressions which are in the form of trigonometric terms, the calculator should be kept in the radians mode. We'll find out the values f of 0.5. F of 0.5, substituting x is equal to 0.5 in the f of x function, we get minus 0.0532, a negative value, and f of 0.6 will be substituting x is equal to 0.6 in the function f of x. F of 0.6 will be 0.2679, a positive value. So we observe that 0.5, 0.6 was the given interval, and we observe 0.5 and 0.6 f values are of opposite signs, negative and positive. So the root clearly lies in the interval 0.5, 0.6. Now let us perform the approximations. First approximation, let a be equal to 0.5 and b is equal to 0.6. Finding out f of a, f of 0.5 already obtained, minus 0.0532, and f of b is f of 0.6, which is 0.2679. Substituting these values in the regular-Falsy formula, the first approximation is denoted by x1. Formula: a f of b minus b f of a, the whole divided by f of b minus f of a. Substituting all the values a, b, f of a and f of b in the regular-Falsy formula and evaluating using a calculator, we obtain the first approximation as x1 is equal to 0.517. Here we have rounded off the values to 3 decimal places. The question requirement is up to 3 decimal places, so we have rounded off the values to 3 decimal place. Now let us find f of x1. F of x1 is f of 0.517. F function stands for the given equation always. So f of x here is x e power x minus cos x. So f of 0.517 is negative value minus 2.3025 into 10 power minus 3. Evaluating using a calculator, it's a negative value. Since f of 0.517 is negative, we have the previous positive value in the approximation for f of 0.6, which is 0.2679. So we consider f of 0.6 value, which is a positive value. So f of x1 and f of 0.6 obtains a negative and a positive combination, so that we can conclude the root lies between 0.517, 0.6. Now, assuming these values as a and b, we will be performing second approximation. So let a be 0.517 and b value shall be 0.6. Already obtained f of a and f of b values, we are writing here for convenient. So f of a is nothing but f of 0.517, which is already obtained as minus 2.3025 10 power minus 3. The same is substituted here. And f of b is nothing but f of 0.6, whose value is 0.2679. Now substituting all these constants a, b, f of a and f of b into the regular-Falsy formula, the second approximation to the 3 decimal places is obtained as x2 is equal to 0.512. Again, we obtain f of x2 to check where does the root lie. F of x2 is equal to f of 0.518. So f function is the given equation. Substituting in the given equation, we get f of 0.518 as 7.3828 into 10 power minus 4, which is a positive value. Now, along with this positive, we'll take a negative value in the approximation of f. So f of 0.517, we have a negative answer, minus 2.3025 into 10 power minus 3. So we consider f of 0.517, which is a negative value, to conclude that the root lies between 0.517 and 0.518. So we are performing now the third iteration. We need to obtain the answer for x up to 3 decimal places to be matched. We observe x1 is 0.517 and x2 is 0.518. So the answers are not matched up to 3 iterations yet. That is the reason we proceed to do third approximation. So the root lies between 0.517 and 0.518. Let us assume a is equal to 0.517 and b value is equal to 0.518. Already obtained values of f of a and f of b we are rewriting for convenient. So f of a and f of b are rewritten and all these values are substituted again into the regular Falsey formula, which is a f of b minus b f of a, the whole divided by f of b minus f of a. Substituting all these constants into the regular Falsey, we obtain the third approximation for x as x3 is equal to 0.518. Observe, x3 value is same as x2 up to 3 decimal places, which is 0.518. So since x2 is equal to x3, 0.518 up to 3 decimal places, we conclude that the real root of the given equation is 0.518. We'll see another problem on regular Falsey method. Find a real root of x log x to the base 10 minus 1.2 is equal to 0, lying between 2, 3, correct to 4 decimal places. So they have mentioned the interval here as 2, 3, right? And the given equation is f of x is equal to 0, which is of the form x log x to the base 10 minus 1.2. Let us find out f of t, f of 2 and f of 3 from the calculator. It is log x to the base 10. So obtaining values as minus 0.5979 a negative and 0.2314 a positive value. So obviously root lies in the interval 2, 3. With this large values of 2 and 3, if we proceed doing the iterations, we might have to perform more number of iterations. So let us find out a smaller interval in difference of 0.1, so that when we have smaller interval in difference of 0.1, we can avoid doing more number of iterations and the answer converges very fast. So we observe that f of 3 is close to 0 compared to f of 2. So since f of 3 is very close to 0, we expect the root in the neighborhood of 3. Now the neighborhood of 3 values are 2.9, 2.8, 2.7, etc. in the decreasing order. So let us find out f of 2.9. F function stands for the given equation x log x to the base 10 minus 1.2. So f of 2.9, substituting x as 2.9, we obtain 0.1410, which is a positive value. F of 2.9 is positive, and we also observe that f of 3 is also a positive value. So we proceed further to find out f of 2.8, again a positive value, and f of 2.7, which is minus 0.0353, a negative value. So this positive negative combination will help us to understand that the root lies between 2.7 and 2.8. So real root lies in the interval 2.7 comma 2.8. A smaller interval is being found out in difference of 0.1, so that the root converges very fast to the as accurately as possible to the exact root. Now let us consider 2.7 as A and 2.8 as B. F values are already found out. The same thing we are rewriting once again. F of A value and F of B value is rewritten, which is minus 0.0353, and F of B value is F of 2.8, which is 0.0520. With these values of A, B, F of A and F of B, substituting into the regular Falsey formula, which is A F of B minus B F of A, the whole divided by F of B minus F of A, we obtain the first approximation for X as X1 is equal to 2.7404. Here we are rounding off the answer for X to 4 decimal places. The requirement is to get the answer for 4 decimals. So we are rounding off the answer for X1 to 4 decimal places. Now finding out F of X1. F of X1 is F of 2.7404. F function is the given equation. Substituting in the given equation X value as 2.7404, we get minus 2.1463 into 10 power minus 4, which is a negative value. So we will grab a positive value along with this so that the root lies in that positive negative combination values A comma B. We observe F of 2.8 is 0.0520, a positive value. So we grab that F of 2.8 and conclude that the root lies in 2.7404 comma 2.8. Now with these values of A and B, we will perform the second approximation. So let us denote A is equal to 2.7404 and B value as 2.8. We have already obtained F of A, that is F of 2.7404 as minus 2.1463 into 10 power minus 4. And F of B value is already obtained, which is F of 2.8, 0.0520. Substituting these values of A, B, F of A and F of B into the regular Falsey formula, we obtain the second approximation for X, which is denoted by X2 as 2.7406. Observe the values of X1 and X2. X1 is equal to X2 up to 3 decimal places. Since the fourth decimal is not yet the same, we perform the next iteration. So now finding F of X2, let us check where does the root lie. Finding out F of X2, which is F of 2.7406, and the value is minus 4.0202 into 10 power minus 5, a negative value. So along with this negative, we will take up a positive value in the previous approximation, which is obtained at F of 2.8, 0.0520. So F of 2.8 is taken into consideration together so that we can conclude the root lies in 2.7406 comma 2.8. Now considering these values of A comma B and writing down F of A and F of B, we perform third approximation. So let us denote A is equal to 2.7406, B is equal to 2.8. F of A and F of B values, already obtained values, we are just rewriting once again in the approximation for convenient. So F of 2.8 is also written. With these values substitution into the regular Falsey formula, we obtain the third approximation for X as X3 is equal to 2.7406. Rounded off the value to the fourth decimal place. Observe the value of X2, 2.7406, which is same as the third approximation X3, 2.7406. Since the values of x2 and x3 are same up to 4 decimal places, that is x2 is equal to x3, which is 2.7406 up to 4 decimals. So we conclude that the real root of the given equation is 2.7406. I hope you were all able to understand the method of regular falsi. Thank you.